Man, it looks like they're having fun. What's an Okihender? Where's Infilament? Infilament, I need your help. I need your guidance. Infil FGC glossary. I need your help because I can't do this on my own. Okizeme. Okizumi. That's more important. Tom Brady soundboard. Lord Brady. I think I found it. This is how you gotta open it up. Dang, which one is it? In the lab here?
I'm in the lab here.
Okizeme.
This should be in the Google dictionary for pronouncing Okizeme.
Okizeme.
God-given right?
You do not have a God-given right to get off the ground.
It's frustrating!
Frustrating! Okay, Okizumi. The moment during a fighting game when your opponent is knocked down, you get to attack them as they stand up. The defender's options are limited, so the offensive player gets to attack with all sorts of mix-ups and apply any mind game they choose. Some options include attacking with a basic meaty, doing a cross-up, or trying to bait their opponent's desperate dragon punch by simply doing nothing and blocking. Okizeme, pronounced Okizumi, often shortened to Oki, means wake up offense. Really? Cool. So it mostly focuses on offensive choices. If you hear someone ask, what's the Oki gonna be? They're wondering what method of attack or non-attack the offensive player would choose to assert their advantage. Closely related to the term wake up, although that tends to focus more on the defensive choices. Can't believe they did wake up DP. If someone asks, do I get Oki after this move? They're asking whether that move leaves them close enough and with enough time to threaten multiple different offensive options. Moves that don't give you Oki will leave you far away and mostly end your offensive pressure. Yes, I agree. In simplest terms, the easiest example is, can you throw them? That really, what Oki in like Street Fighter V especially is what it boils down to. You got overheads and command grabs every now and then, depending on the character, but in this game, Oki really means, can you set up a grab, whether it's a frame trap or just a single day, I read day in the chat, or if it's a single thing, like you can dash up and grab them and it's a frame trap. So somebody asked earlier if you can use that timeline to see if somebody's dashing and if it's fake or not. That's basically the same thing. If they dash at you and then they end up being -10, then they don't have Oki. They have the opposite, the total opposite. They don't have pressure at all. They get punished for doing that. So what we vaguely describe in fighting games is how good is the Oki. So like medium kick here, dash up, I have grab Oki. If I do medium kick, dash up here, I should be +3, and that lines up to frame trap them with grab. But if they recover backwards, they'll be at this distance where I can't frame trap them with grab. I then have to walk up. So then I sacrifice frames to walk up and do it. So then I have weak Oki against their back recovery. And that's really the aim if you're going for it. If you're trying to get strong Oki, you want to be able to cover their back recovery and be able to throw them. Or in this game, overhead's pretty good. Maybe you want to drive rush so that you can throw them after that. So you layer your offensive choices when they get knocked down. And when you knock down, it's still a combo. I got a mechanics question. Turn it off, turn it back on. If your wall bounce and the Oppo goes over your head, what directions would you cast them behind you? You could probably do both. You understand? What up, PC boy? I think you mean like this, right? I did an uppercut. I didn't change directions. I just did an uppercut later. But I probably could. It's probably just easier to do it the way that I'm doing it. I tried to switch sides that time. Didn't work. But you could probably do it. Probably just much harder, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe you do have to do it the other way. I can't do it. You showed me an example of a medium. Okay. You see how that's not a combo? This isn't comboing, right? If I do it like this, if I do it like this, it's still a combo. Because it's meaty. I try to preface everything by saying the rules are not written in stone and the devs can do whatever they want. Okay. Usually if you hit something later, it has more advantage. More frame advantage, more plus frames on hit or block. Usually. And that's usually what meaties are used for. So for example, I can't really show it that well, but when this game comes out and you can see the timeline of how things happen, oh man, it's going to be so easy to explain things because now you got to use your imagination, right? So another example, medium punch into this. Doesn't combo. 2 hits. Did you see it? It was right here somewhere. That combo. So that tells you that this is probably hitting later in the active frames. And yada yada yada, fast forward, it's +2 on block. If I do this dash up medium punch, I then have Oki that I can throw also. If they block it, I'll be in range to grab them and it'll frame trap. So this knockdown is excellent. This is an excellent button. Of course, if it hits them, you just combo off of it. But the reason why it's good is because most attacks in this game are not advantageous on block, and most of them don't give you throw Oki, for lack of a better term. Because you're throwing them after this, but most of the time you can't do that in this game. But with this knockdown setup, you can do it. When you knock down, Chombo.